What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Youth Experience Podcast, aka
Yep.
We are super excited to have you guys here with us. Our guests for today, well, first of all, I guess I should introduce myself. In case you don't know who I am, I'm Cooper. I'm a youth pastor here in the Hillsborough area.
I thought it was Rem.
What?
I'm not Rem.
No.
This is not Rem, just a little bit taller, and I probably weigh like twice as much as he does. But anyway, with me today are Carson. Say hello, Carson.
Hi.
And Alicia. Say hello, Alicia.
Hey.
Man, I'm excited to have you guys on. I feel like I kind of got to know you guys separately. I didn't even know that you guys were like a thing whenever I first got here. I think maybe you guys had like just started dating.
When you first got here?
When I first got here? You weren't dating yet? Mm-mm. Oh, so I watched it happen. Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. So I'm glad I got to experience that. But yeah, I feel like I got to know you guys separately because I go to Black Rabbit all the time, where Alicia is standout star.
Thank you.
Isaac and Bailey, if you're watching, give this woman a promotion right now.
No.
She's
like, I'm not going to deny it.
She's like, I'm not going to say anything, but yeah. And then, yeah, Carson, I watched a couple of games for football, even though you were hurt, and I didn't really get to watch you play much. But you know what? You gave it your all out there, and that's all that matters.
I'm the greatest water boy ever.
You were so good. Yeah, nobody was thirsty on the sideline with Carson Madalino out there. So, yeah, man, we've had really cool episodes so far, but I feel like this is a little bit of a unique situation because you guys are dating, and that's, something that, yay, you guys. If I had a clap track, I'd have like an applause track go on the background right now.
We need to get that set up.
Yeah, we'll get that working, but...
you just have like a little button behind you and just...
Yeah,
iCarly.
I know, like an iCarly. It's basically, that's what I strive. I want this to be iCarly. That's all.
You need yep.com.
You need to start showing stuff on here.
Yeah, start like showing clips and stuff. I'll get like another TV, so they're going back and forth. This is going to be very expensive by the time it's all said and done. I apologize to the church. But yeah, I thought it was really cool to have you guys on because you're dating, and so like we're not only going to talk about that because that would, I feel like, be beating a dead horse, because how much can you really... It'd be like, yeah, we're dating.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
And the podcast.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, so we'll dig into that a little bit. But we'll also do some trivia, and we'll also do some like rapid fire, get to know you questions. But before we get into that, I would love if you two would just give a brief, like if you had to give your overview of who you are in like 15 seconds, I just want to...
I'm going to need some questions, like, answered.
You're going to need some questions to answer?
Yeah, like, what do you want?
I don't know, like, some people basically just be like, their name, how old they are, what they do, some hobbies, things like that, yeah. If somebody wanted to know you in 15 seconds, what would they need to know? Yeah, so go ahead.
Stuff. There you go.
I'm Carson Madalino, and I don't really know much. I'm not a very interesting person, apparently.
All right.
Think so.
Very interesting.
Yeah, wow.
A lot of brain injuries, so I can't remember a lot of stuff.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to be talking about CTE today on the podcast.
You like Star Wars and Marvel?
Star Wars and Marvel.
Yeah.
I
get
And
that.
DC. DC's better than Marvel. Still going to go with that.
All right. Well,
I remember...
You're about to fight. Anyways.
Am I about to fight you two?
Are we talking about the movies or the comics?
Oh, comics.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I agree with you. Okay, keep going.
Whatever that means.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, perfect. Nice to meet you.
All right.
All right.
General thing. My name's Alicia Miller. I'm 18. I'm an adult. Pay taxes. And I know sign language. I'm going to school to be an interpreter.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I am. Yep.
And like, yeah, perfect. Wow.
Yep.
And
That's said too many times.
yeah, like I feel like you and Alana are going to become like best friends because she's trying to learn. And Alana's in the background, so if you hear a voice or if you hear me telling someone not to sign trivia answers to people, that would be me yelling at my wife. I don't know are you guys feeling good? Like, you feel nervous? Like, are you happy to be on? Like, how are we?
I'm feeling swag.
The jury, you're feeling swag.
Always.
Okay, I like it. I feel like that's
100%.
I feel like that's 100%.
100%.
Is that? Did you sign that?
Yeah,
that's cool.
100%.
Wow.
Yeah.
100%. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's start it off here. So one of the questions I ask everybody that comes on here, and one of my personal favorite topics that we get to talk about, I love that, well, so to set the stage, in the world, there's a million things going on. There's, I don't know, on every country and every state and every, small town, there's like so many issues going on, and we cannot cover them all ourselves. Like, I don't have enough time in my day to do everything. You know what I mean? I feel like I can barely get myself out of bed in the morning, nonetheless try to fix the world's problems. So I'm interested to know what is like something going on in the world. It could be large scale, it could be small scale, something that you feel like you kind of gravitate towards, like something you feel like God might be calling you to kind of pay attention to.
Trying to help those like that can't stand up for themselves. Try to help them.
So when you say can't stand up, you're talking about like in a like
too scared to do so.
Okay.
Or like physically can't.
So like bullying is something that like you do not like.
Yeah.
That's something that like sticks out to you. That's cool. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I feel, and especially like, I think a lot of people think that once you graduate school, bullying just like stops, and it's like that's not true. Yeah. There's like a little guy, somebody getting beat up on everywhere you go. So yeah, I think that's really cool. That's something that no matter where you go, you can find a place to kind of like exert that energy. I think that's cool. All right, Alicia, what you got?
Just my thing again is like sign language.
Just the sign language thing. We say just your thing, but like,
I don't know.
How many people do you know that know sign language?
Oh, a lot now.
Well, now, yeah.
Now.
But, okay, before you were going to school.
Oh, like none. Like that new sign language, maybe one or two. Then like when I always say like I do sign language, people are like, oh, like do you have a deaf family member? Do you know anybody that's deaf? And I'm like, nope.
No. Yeah, a lot of people learn because they have to, but you're learning because you want to.
Mm-hmm.
That's super cool. Is there something specifically that like made you say like I think I want to do this, or did it just kind of?
I don't know. I mean it's just interesting.
Yeah.
And it's a new language, and it's just once you like learn more about like sign language and deaf culture and the deaf community, it like all combines, and you're like,
you get like super involved, and awesome. That's really cool. Well, I'm excited for you and my wife to slowly teach me sign language. Thank you for being here. So, yeah, I feel like Carson and I are going to learn so much just because.
He knows something.
Yeah, it's going to be great. One of these episodes, we're literally just going to sign the whole episode.
They're going to be so confused. We're not going to have like subtitles, closed captions.
Yeah, closed captions. That's all we'll have. It'll be great.
I'm okay.
Learning so much.
Yeah, we're learning so much together. Well, those.
Awesome. Sunday, amazing. Depends on your context.
Wait, those were all the same thing.
So
okay.
when you're like talking about like your days of the week, it's like Sunday. But like when you're like, oh, that was amazing, or oh, that was awesome, and it's like that.
And it's all the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's all context.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I guess that is true for probably every language, right? I mean, if you say English, like if I say, I don't know, I feel like I could say the same word with different contexts, and you might take it differently every time.
Great.
Which is why the generation above us sometimes struggle with texting, because I'm like, don't K me, because I think you're mad at me. You know what I mean? Do you K?
No, I only K when I'm mad.
Oh, okay.
My mom K's me all the time.
Or like periods. No.
You're like, did I do something? Yeah.
Like ... And
I just asked you if I could go home.
Yeah. Like, hey, I'm on my way. K. And you're like,
all right.
Am I coming home to like something bad? Like, what's happening?
Am I grounded?
Like, anytime I'm at her house and my mom texts me, you need to be home by like 7 or 8. I'm just like, okay.
Am I in trouble?
I always text her that too. She goes, no. Should you be in trouble? I'm like,
that's the question where you're like,
what have I done?
Yeah. What do you know about? Yeah. That's funny. I've tried to tell, because like my mom sometimes does this. She's gotten a lot better at it. If you're watching, Mom, you're getting a lot better. But especially when I was in high school, lots of love. Especially when I was in high school, I'd be like, hey, I'm on my way home. I'll be home in 30 minutes. And she would just say, okay, period. And for me, at that point, I'm like, am I coming home to like getting yelled at? Did I do something wrong? And then my whole drive home, I'm super anxious, and I'll start like running through everything that I maybe have done, or that she could have like taken the wrong way. And then I walk in the door fully expecting to like get hit with something. And my mom will be like, hi, how's it going? And I'm like, am I okay?
I didn't mean it.
Like,
sorry.
Listen, Mom, before you start, I just want you to know I love you so much. Oh, hi, Bentley.
Hey, Queen. Oh.
My dog's coming to say hi to everybody.
The Pats.
Yeah.
Her and Carson are besties.
This is Bentley. I don't know if you all know who this is, but this is Alana and I's dog. She's probably barely in frame right now, but she is a big fan of attention, and when she's not getting it, she will find it. So here we are. Let's see. Maybe she'll come up here.
She
Hey,
fall asleep.
come here.
Oh, yeah.
No, come here. Can you lay down? All right, you can hang out. Okay. So yeah, this is Bentley. Bentley, say hi to everybody. Hi. Okay. All right, we'll see how long this lasts. But yeah, so I felt like, yeah, that's one thing that I've always been like, my parents would always scare me so bad because I would think I was coming home to getting in trouble, and they were just like wanting to know what I was up to. That actually kind of leads into another thing that I like to talk about on the podcast, and I'll ask you guys. Whether, again, big or small things, I feel like there's a lot of differences between, yeah, there you
I feel
go.
like my spot is getting taken as
of
course it's going.
Bentley will fight.
No worries, Monty has you.
Oh, that's true. His dog likes me.
Oh, there you go. I feel like
a lot.
Well, I adopted Bentley I adopted her out of Hillsborough, out of like the Paws, yeah, and that was when I was a student at Greenville, and so I came and picked her up, and I had her for a semester, just like me and her, and then Alana came to visit, and the very first time Alana came to visit, Bentley was like, "Oh, this is my favorite person now," and I was like, "Oh,
all right,
I didn't save you and keep you alive or
you.
pay for you. Yeah, it's fine. Just love her more than you love me. It's no big deal." So yeah.
That seriously is the story. The first time Alicia came over, Monty was just like, I like her now. She stays. Yeah. And I was the only person at my whole family that wanted Monty.
Dogs do that. Yeah, they're traitors at heart. They really are.
Yeah.
Man's best friend.
It's love for
Man's
hire.
best friend.
You know, you can buy a dog's love, and in the form of just cuddles and treats.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Are you gonna?
Found something
All
on
right.
Are you having fun?
Did you spill something? Try to cover
No.
it up? Okay.
If
All right, so Bentley, quit derailing the podcast. So something that I was interested in and asking you guys just to kind of see, I feel like we've had some good answers so far. I think that between this generation and the next generation, there's a lot of differences. So I'm just curious, is there anything to you guys that kind of stands out? So we kind of talked about texting, right? And we were like, they text very angrily from our perspective, but for them, they're just like, well, I wanted to say okay, so I just said okay. It's okay, she won't fall down.
like the generation above us or the generation below us?
So like your parents' generation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like the differences?
Yeah, is there like a difference you can think of?
Other than like technology, no. But here. You're supposed to answer too.
I have no clue.
You got
Other than technology,
Bentley hair all
I
over
really
you.
don't.
She said. I
That
said
dog loves me so much.
She does.
You're gonna
She
leave.
said.
Don't take my hair. I'm scared I'll get cloned by you now.
Other than technology, I don't know, because I would say like sense of style or clothes,
Mhm.
but yeah, I've migrated into the 80s, so
Yeah, no, it's all coming back
Yeah.
around, all of it. Things that like my dad gave me
Double it.
when I was in like high school. Like I have this old beat up like Nike sweatshirt, and people will be like, "Oh, that's such a cool sweatshirt,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Really? Oh, well, cool. I didn't know that. I
Now-
just
now
I
I'm
just wear it
buying
because I have a sweatshirt."
now you're swag.
Yeah, now I'm swag.
You're
Yes.
swag.
So that's always good for me, I guess. I just wear that sweatshirt as often as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. One of the things that I've been noticing a lot lately, I feel like the generation above us was very much raised to that, like, your job is like really important. Like, you put your job first. Like, you take care of your responsibilities. Very like business minded. Not everybody, granted. Like, I'm not saying that everybody's like that, but I feel like there's a lot of like very business minded people as far as like the generation above you guys. I feel like a lot of people that I know that are like young and in their field, and this could just be an experience, but I feel like they're very focused on like taking care of the people around. Like, they are more like focused on their friends and their family, and they're like, I go to my job and I love my job, but like ultimately these people are more important to me, you know? I feel like that's something that I've kind of noticed. I don't know. What, you guys have any thoughts on that?
I think the generation above us, like, yeah, kind of similar. Like, they're like, your job's important. Like, you need to prioritize like money
Yeah.
and stuff.
Like,
Yeah.
They think we have to
Oh,
have our
taxes.
life set out.
Yeah.
Like, set up before like we graduate high school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like sometimes people will graduate high school and be like, I know exactly what I want to do. I feel like a lot of times it's like, I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know,
it's okay.
Which is fine. Yeah, you might discover that you want to do ASL, and then you're doing something that people are like, "Whoa, that's so cool. How did you figure it out?" And you're like, "I don't know.
I learned."
She learned. You just want to like teach a master class one day on like how to do ASL on the podcast. That'd be super cool. Yeah, that's cool. Let's do something that I have come to very much enjoy on this podcast, which is our trivia questions. So I'll give you a quick rundown of how it goes. Don't look at my laptop. I see your eyes wandering. Relax. So there's 10 questions, all about different things. So it's not like there's one topic that we're covering. I just want to see how you guys do. You can use each other, so you can work together. This can be collaborative. Trevor got 7. Jesse and Ruthie got 7. Mm-hmm. Sally and Lily technically got 6, but if we had left them on like to their own, they probably would have got like 3 or 4. And they'll admit that. That's not a secret. So depending on how you guys do, you might get some swag, some merch. Just kidding. You guys will get stickers either way. But, we just like to pretend that there's stakes so that this is more interesting. So
yeah, a 2 cooks dinner tonight. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Yeah. No, that works for me. Okay. All right, so here we go. And remember, these are all different topics, so don't be like, oh, I know all about this, because the next question is going to be totally different. Question number 1. And I guess I geared this one a little towards you because you work at a coffee shop.
Okay.
But the question is, which country produces the most coffee?
Oh, wow. That's not... Okay. Like coffee beans?
It could be coffee beans. Could be as far as like making and exporting the most coffee.
Well, yeah. Well, I need to know if it's like beans or not. Oh, well, I'd say Guatemala. Guatemala or Brazil?
I think Brazil. I don't know why I think Brazil. Brazil just came to my mind whenever you said coffee. I don't look up what coffee comes from.
Guatemala or Brazil?
All right, you got to pick one. I'm sorry, I have to make you make a decision.
I'm going with Brazil.
Well, the coffee like that we use, we have like giant bags, and this is Guatemala on it.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. So you guys have 2 different answers. You just want to give you guys.
We'll go with Brazil.
We're going with Brazil. But if you're wrong, then it's all his fault.
You owe me ice cream.
Okay. It is Brazil.
Cool. I was like, if you're wrong.
She's like, I knew you could do it.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you.
She wasn't saying that if I would have gotten it.
No.
It is Brazil. So, yeah, good. Well done. You're 1 for 1. Off to a good start. All right. So, we got the first one out of the way. Got the nerves out. Number 2.
I'm out of school right now. What the heck?
What is the name of the thing that makes up like elephant tusks? Like, what is that called? Like the material?
The collagen?
Like, what are elephant tusks made out of?
Collagen? Wait, what? Yeah, no? I would think so.
I would guess. I don't know.
You keep your guess to yourself over there. All right. No. I'm watching your hands.
I'm sorry. I could be totally wrong.
I thought it was collagen. No. Now Does it start with a C?
Am I right?
I have no idea. I'm not gonna say anything.
What do you think?
I have no clue.
I like.
I think when I say it, you're gonna be like,
Hold
you're
on.
gonna be like, I knew.
It starts with a C, right? Can you give me that?
I can't give you anything.
Come on,
it does not start with a C.
Not collagen.
It does not start with a C?
It does not.
I'm thinking of something, and it's like right there.
Is that it? No, that's a Cutwell. Am I right?
I don't know what you're signing.
I
I do know what you signed.
Is it that?
I'm not gonna tell you if that's the right answer.
Ebony. EBONY.
Am I right?
Ebony.
All right, so there's a song, right? and it's called Ebony and Ivory. You got the wrong one. It's Ivory.
Ivory?
Man.
Ivory is what it's called.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought
Sorry,
collagen for a
Yeah,
second.
so like there's a whole thing like the ivory trade is like really popular
What?
for like
I couldn't
poachers and
think
stuff.
of it.
They'll-
Like I know I've heard it, but I just
Yeah,
couldn't think
yeah,
of
it's
it.
ivory.
I was close.
You were
I'm not
you were
playing, but I
you were
was
on the
close.
right track.
I
Yeah.
don't know why I thought of collagen. I feel like there's like something like hard made of like collagen and like humans are right. Is that-
Cartilage?
No, not car. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I
That's
don't
okay.
know.
We're all gonna
Trying
start
to-
sounding really dumb. We need to stop.
I do sign language.
Let's save ourselves. Yeah, I do sign language. I have a college
major.
degree. Anyway, so all right, number 3, we're gonna do some anatomy.
Oh my gosh. Wait,
Yeah.
actually, I'm kind of good at that.
All right, what is the largest organ of the human body?
The skin.
Your skin. Wow, you guys both knew that immediately.
Woo.
I just took anatomy last semester, so.
All right, well
That's
there
a
we
good
go.
job,
I like
but-
it. It's fresh in your mind. That's good. All right, so you're 2 for
Yeah.
3. You're doing well.
Woo.
Number 4, we're gonna get into a Bible question here. It's not
Just-
super specific. You're gonna be okay. In what town was Jesus born? You both said it really nervously.
Bethlehem.
Bethlehem.
Oh, I was singing A Little Town of Bethlehem.
Oh, you were singing a
Yeah.
song. Oh, Little Town of Bethlehem.
Now we see.
Now we see.
And we
I
don't know
think-
the words, but we know
That's
the name
okay.
of the song, and that's all that
Little Town
matters.
Bethlehem.
Correct. It is Bethlehem. Nicely done. 3 for 4. You guys are doing on pace to break the record right now. Let's do number 5. How many feet are in 1 mile?
7,289.
7,289.
We'll keep it him.
We're gonna keep with his. Are you feeling good about that?
Nope. Wait. Yes.
So that's incorrect.
Was I way off?
Well, okay, you had the general structure right. It's 5,280. So you had like the 280 part. So I think you like had heard the answer before. You just couldn't remember exactly what it was. 5,280 feet in a mile.
I was leaning towards like 3,000, but there's like, is it 3,000 or
There's-
300 yards in a mile? Something like that, right?
Well, I would have no idea.
Siri.
We're gonna consult our online sources for the answer here.
How many yards in a mile? Oh, I was way off.
Whoa.
It's 1,760.
All right, so either way we were super wrong.
Well,
All
that's
right,
okay.
that's what we love.
That's all right.
All right, we're 3 for 5. We're doing okay.
Done.
Number 6. What is the capital of the state of North Carolina?
North Carolina. Wait, hold on. I know this, but now it's gone. Is it Charlotte? No.
Charlotte
That's-
is a city in North Carolina. So you're in the right state.
Hilton Head.
That's
that.
South Carolina.
Is it South Carolina? I don't know my Carolinas. They're both. That's South. I
we
like,
we lived in one of them.
aren't
That's
they?
the
I'll
only
say,
reason
yeah.
I know.
That's why I was like,
Yeah, we lived in South Carolina, but
You keep looking at me. I have a guess, but I'm not very good with capitals.
it's okay. I can't believe. Did you guys not do capitals like when
Nope.
you went through? That is so crazy to me. We got hammered with the capitals whenever we were in. I think it was 5th grade.
Yeah, you're the only person I know that knows all the capitals.
We had to take tests, and you had to get all 50 capitals right, and or else you had to take it again.
Charlotte.
Incorrect. That's okay. It's Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I've
Raleigh,
heard that,
North
yes.
Carolina. Yep.
See, that's why I was like, I might as well.
You're like,
say it.
yeah. All right. So we're 3 for 6. We've kind of fallen behind. We need to bounce back here. Okay. We need to stay on track. Number 7. What is the name for a baby goat? You know how like a baby dog is a puppy and
Yeah.
stuff like that. What's the one for a baby
I actually
goat?
think I know this one, and now it's like, I've heard of it. You were in FFA.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it was.
She's like, you should know this. You can do this. Trust your gut. It is kind of obscure.
I know when you say it, I'm gonna know what it
yeah.
is.
Think.
Alana?
What you just
Alana.
is it a kid?
It is a kid.
It's a kid.
Way to go. Definitely not Alana.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. No, she
Yeah.
just said
I would
something-
also have
she said-
accepted Michael Jordan as an answer, but that's.
Oh my gosh.
Did I spell that right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
I don't know.
has a P.
this?
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
Everybody always gets
Kid.
help on at least one answer, so that we're gonna count it. We're 4 for 7. We're on pace for 7, so we're doing well. Number 8.
Children.
Going back to history class. Who was the second president of the United States? The one right after George Washington.
Don't take me for that.
Andrew Jackson's like the 14th.
Didn't you learn like the presidents
In government? No.
not in government?
You didn't
In
know the
American
presidents.
history? No.
Oh,
In Western Civ? No. I haven't learned that since probably 6th grade.
Can I have a guess?
could you have
Can
a
I
guess?
have a hint? I mean.
Oh, a hint?
Can I have a guess?
Yeah. First initial is J.
John Adams. Is it John Adams?
Is that your guess?
Yes.
It is John
Yeah!
Adams.
I need, like,
I was like, wait, because I couldn't
It
think of
is.
either name. Yeah.
It's John Adams, second president of the United States. What were you
Whoa.
thinking?
I was not thinking anything. I was thinking like number 4 was like James Madison.
The first thing that came to my
Because
head
I
was
remember-
3.
Alexander Hamilton,
Because
but
I
I was like,
remember
that's
I
not
did like
right.
a report on him in like 5th grade.
That's a musical.
I don't know
No, I'm
either.
just kidding.
Yeah, but like,
I actually
Where's
still
your
haven't
family
seen that.
from?
I need to watch that.
it's good. Carson doesn't like it.
Oh, you don't like Hamilton?
Nope.
You're the only person I've ever met that didn't give it a glowing review. So,
It's amazing.
oh, that's
Carson's
fair.
just, well, I don't
He's a
like.
hater.
Yeah, he
Carson's
is.
a hater. Not swag.
We have to watch. Have you watched Star Wars?
Well,
Well, we all have things to do, I guess. All right.
yeah.
You can tell. Big Star Wars guy over here. Okay, number 9. Going back to chemistry class. All right. What is the atomic symbol for iron?
Oh my gosh.
I know you guys can get this.
Me too.
Are you growling at my question, Bentley?
What's dang?
Mr. Cruz would not be so happy with this.
Who? Who wouldn't be happy?
Our
Mr.
chemistry
Cruz.
teacher.
Mr. Cruz.
I haven't taken chemistry in 2 years now, which I mean it's not that far, but still.
Yeah. The 2 years can make a big difference, though.
I know it too.
You can do this. Do you give up?
No.
I feel like it's like.
There's hydrogen and helium and lithium, beryllium, boron,
Isn't
carbon
that like
everywhere,
NE?
nitrogen, oxygen,
I feel like
oxygen, so you can breathe in fluid for your pretty teeth.
because it's not.
It's you're on the right track of like it doesn't. It's not. I'll give you the hints of like it's not.
Okay.
It's not like I. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
not like it has the like main letter in it. It's one of those that like you know when you take the test because you're like it's totally different than like what you'd expect it to be.
Mm-hmm. I almost want to say it's like Ke or something, but that's wrong. I think potassium's the only one that has a K in it, right?
Potassium is just K. Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't it the only one that has a K in it?
I think so. If you don't know the answer, I hope you're googling it.
Okay.
Not you guys. our
Um,
listeners and watchers, our audience.
I'll go with yours.
Let's
What were
go
we
with
saying?
N-E.
Any? It's Fe.
F-E.
Oh,
So you
okay.
had the E right.
Yep.
It's
See,
just
when you say
it's
it, it's
Fe. Yeah.
Yep.
The atomic symbol for iron for all you people out there who didn't remember.
Yeah.
Fe, not
That's
Ne. All right, number 10. We need this one. If you guys don't know this one, first off, I'm gonna be
Ow.
personally disappointed in you. I'm not gonna be mad.
Is it a sports question?
No.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be mad. Just disappointed.
Okay.
So, all right, number 10. What is the main character's name in Home Alone? You guys have
Kevin.
seen- Okay, Kevin.
Kevin McAllister.
Kevin McAllister. That a boy. Give me a high five. I appreciate that.
Give this to
You
Kevin.
didn't know at all, did you? You had no guess.
She hasn't seen Home Alone.
You've never seen Home Alone? I don't know what that means.
Never.
Wait, Alana, did you just say me either?
Gosh, do you really know your wife?
Do I know my wife? What is
My
this?
My wife.
Are you serious? You've never seen Home Alone?
I've never seen Home Alone.
I just remember that from
That's what I was
at
Wow.
Avery's birthday party whenever they just kept saying, passes to Kevin.
Kevin.
That's just Kevin.
It was
Yeah.
Kevin.
Because it's Kevin.
Man, that's amazing. Okay, well, we all have to watch Home Alone together because you both need to watch Home Alone. It's a classic. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
We just have to watch the first two together.
Yeah, we don't need to watch anymore. After the first two,
It's just like
it's like an uphill climb for 1 and 2, and then it's not even like an angle down, it's just straight down.
it's like
There's
the
just,
best roller coaster you're ever.
Yeah,
gonna ride.
I had somebody
Like
who
Mr.
told me
Freeze.
I had someone who told me they thought that the third Home Alone movie was the best one, and I was like, I don't know if we're friends anymore.
Get
Like,
out.
it was a get out moment.
No, it's
It
like
was
if somebody
a-
says Holiday Heist is the best one, or this new one, Sweet Home.
Nope.
Alone. Or
Nope,
whatever.
I'm good. Don't even need to watch it.
The guy's British. It
If Kevin's not in it, what's the point of
they have
watching?
the older brother in it.
Yeah,
Macaulay
I don't
Culkin?
care about him. Yeah, Macaulay Culkin. Yeah. Now, granted, he's like 35 years old now, but
They could have just had him be the dad
yeah, true.
and just have him leave his kid.
Or-
Like, now you're gonna go through.
Or
what
they
I
could make a horror movie, like upscale it using the same Kevin
He
McAllister.
wakes up and he's like,
Yeah,
and
but
then
this
He's
the-
the
time-
one robbing the.
Oh, he's he's like, I won't make any of the same mistakes.
I know this trick.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. Okay. Well, great job. We'll get you guys some stickers for your participation. Some for you guys and some to pass out to our friends. I think we get 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
So you guys did pretty well. Did a good job. Great job. You can hold it over Sally and Lily that they're still in last place. So that's something to be proud of, that you're not in last anymore. All right. Cool. Well, there's a couple of things I wanted to get to. I feel like a couple of like main things I really wanted to talk to you guys about. You're in a unique position as far as like youth groups, even, because like, yeah, sometimes there's couples, but do they really last? And like,
yeah.
so you guys are one of the couples that I have seen like be together and stay together. So I figured it'd be cool to have you guys on and talk about a couple of things here.
A
So
couple.
yeah,
things.
a couple of things. I don't know how to sign that, but a couple of things. 2 things.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
probably.
So, first off, I'm going to ask you guys a really, really intense question. It's not a really intense question. Is it all rainbows and sunshine all the time?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Never had an argument?
No, yeah, we do.
No, never, right? You guys are just perfect.
Mm.
Definitely.
Have you guys hit have you guys had the realization that relationships are hard yet? Has that?
I don't know, not like that. It's hard.
Well, not in like a
Yeah.
I'm fighting to figure out if I still
Yeah.
like her, but in like a like there you have to put a lot of yourself
Yeah.
into a relationship to like make it continue to work.
Yeah.
And like I feel like that's something that in high school sometimes you can just live in like the like it's easy and we see each other every once in a while. It's not like we have to do whatever. But you guys aren't in high school anymore, so like you're now like more independent
Yeah.
as you're in your relationship, so you really have to dedicate your own time to like making it work. So I'm just curious as to your guys' points of view, and again, there's no wrong answers. What are a couple of things that you guys can highlight as to being things where you're like, this has really helped us to not fall apart? Like, these are things that are good for any relationship.
I think we like see each other every day, which isn't like, it's not
Yeah.
like ideal, but like,
Well, are you guys quality time people? Like, are you guys big into like spending a lot of time together?
yeah.
Then that's good. Like you should lean into the things that
Yeah.
you guys like about each other, and seeing each other every day. I mean, when Alana and I started dating, I was in Auburn and she lived in Chatham, so she was like 15 minutes away from me, and we literally saw each other, I think, every day for that entire first summer. So I mean, like, it's not a bad thing to
what we
spend
do.
time with each other. Yeah. So
We've probably seen each other like almost every day ever since we started dating.
yeah.
There's probably, I think the only time we didn't see each other was when she went on vacation.
And you just cried in your room
Yep.
the whole time.
I got my wisdom teeth taken out during that, so I was just out of it.
So
And then
you-
my vacation got extended to like 5 more days.
And then my family.
what
got
happened?
COVID.
Wait, so why did your vacation get extended for like 5 days?
Well, I stayed in Florida to like hang out with like my mom's friend, but I also went to Universal on top of that.
Okay.
Because my mom's friend lives in Florida and she wasn't far from like where I was already at because I went to Disney with my dad.
Yeah.
But then I had to stay an extra like day and a half because I was like a part of the whole like Spirit Airlines debacle.
Okay.
got-
Walk people through that. What was the
So basically Spirit Airlines just decided one day that they were going to go on strike, except I guess like, I don't know, like they're not a union. I don't know how it works.
I don't know, it's weird.
But
Yeah.
like they can't technically go on strike, but basically their strike was like everyone was quitting. So like I actually like went to the bathroom before my flight, and I heard a bunch of people saying like, my flight's getting canceled, my flight's getting canceled, my flight's getting canceled. And I texted Carson and I was like, haha, like, I hope my flight doesn't get canceled because everyone's saying that their flights are getting canceled. He's like, yeah, I hope not. And you guys weren't on your way to St. Louis yet, were you?
No,
Okay.
we were at.
Because him and my parents were coming to.
Oh, so you were
me up.
literally about to like leave.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we sat like I like went to my gate and then got delayed by like 15 minutes, and I was like frantically texting my mom like, Mom, because I was alone at this point. Like my dad had went back, and my mom's friend had dropped me off at the airport because like I'm old enough I can like I'm fine, but I was like, what do I do if it gets canceled? And then so got pushed back, and then finally they're like, it's canceled, like flight's canceled, and we were like, well, why? Like weather's not bad, nothing's bad, and they said the pilot quit on them.
The pilot quit?
They said that there was no pilot for the flight, and we were all looking around like, how do you schedule a flight without a pilot? Like, what did you expect?
Yeah.
Like, how are we gonna get anywhere? And then
so he was like, he just was like, never mind, I'm not flying this plane.
Because something was happening, so a bunch of the Spirit Airline people were quitting. Pilot quit, and they were trying to find someone else, and they didn't do it. So then the flight was just canceled fully, and they were like, it was a whole thing. They were like, you can stand in line, we'll fully like refund you, or we'll get you on the next flight and we'll get you vouchers. And so I waited in line for 12 hours. What was it? Like something like that.
It was like,
in line
what?
in
like
the
10,
Orlando airport. I luckily had like an N95 mask in like July or like the beginning of August.
Yeah.
And I had to go pee so bad, but I couldn't because I wasn't going to leave my spot.
Yeah.
So
12 hours?
I was there, I think it was about 12 hours. Or
so
like
you finally get home, but so they didn't have a flight for like 5 more days? Is that what it was?
So
or?
Just in general, I stayed like 5 more
Okay,
days.
so
But like I had to stay like a day and a half because of Spirit, but
Okay.
I waited in that line and I watched 3 people quit. I watched one guy.
So you literally watched people.
Yes, I watched one guy go up there because this one lady was working the entire time I was there. I watched one guy go up there, try to figure it out, couldn't figure it out, he left. Like he stormed. So like you could tell he quit. I watched another guy go up there and he was like, hey, everybody, this is what we're gonna do. You can either get a full refund or you can get a new flight and vouchers. Point blank period.
Yeah.
And then somebody had cut in the line and people were getting really mad because this person cut in the line. So then the man literally like ripped off his thing and stormed off.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And I was right next to the cameraman, like of the news channel that was walking by us all.
Oh, that was like showing the line and like wow.
And then I finally like got there. I don't even remember if they rescheduled my flight or my mom rescheduled my flight or what happened because it was like such a mess.
Yeah.
And so I think they rescheduled my flight, but all of Spirit was shut down, and Spirit was like shutting down where they like were leaving people in like Puerto Rico. Like they were not having the flights, so they were leaving people stranded in the Puerto Rico airport, or like Puerto Rico, or I think it was Puerto Rico, and no luggage, nothing. But luckily and they had given me my vouchers, except my vouchers weren't like fully good for food and hotel. Like it was like you still had to pay somehow, some
Man,
way.
that is crazy.
But luckily I had a friend who actually used to live here who had just moved to New Orlando.
Really?
Yeah.
So you had someone to stay with?
Yes. So I was like, hey.
Yeah, please.
But, so then like,
we
had a fun day before my flight, but.
Jeez, wow. What an experience. You lived through a real historical event.
Like, I have to like tell you those details. Like I can't just like not because it's like there's so much.
No,
happening.
that's so crazy.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
stressful.
you're just like chilling with your wisdom teeth out, like living my best life over here. Yeah.
Yeah,
just
I
waiting
went
for you
there
to show
and
up.
like I made the poster like
stresses me out talking about it.
Like welcoming her back because like I made the poster.
Yeah.
And then her mom goes, her flight got delayed, and I was like,
Thank you. Full on canceled.
Man.
and I was like, till when? She goes, no, it just straight got canceled.
It got
basically.
canceled.
And I was like,
You made a sign and everything.
It was
and
ready.
then
Wow,
and
you're
then
such a good guy.
She wasn't gonna get back home like till like 1 a.m. whenever her flight would get in.
Okay, yeah.
And my dad was like, "You're not going. You can't go pick her up or anything." I was like,
Oh my gosh.
and then
My
I was like,
bestie.
"Please let me
That's
go."
my best friend.
And I just started begging him, and he was
My
like,
best
"Fine,
friend.
just go." So I just
Wow,
went.
that's a crazy story.
My best
And I was
friend.
like, because I really wanted to go pick her up.
Yeah. Well,
And I had everything prepared.
Because you guys, what you guys are saying is true. You literally see each other every day,
Yeah.
and now you've gone like a week and a half without seeing, or a week or so without seeing each other. Like that's a big difference to go from 0 days to however long you were gone,
and then back to.
and then
full
yeah,
on.
And then the other week, she got quarantined. So,
So then he sat outside my window.
I sat
oh,
outside
and you guys
her
just like
window,
had conversations.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys made it
But
work.
even like when we're not with each other, we're like
FaceTiming 24.
always.
Yeah.
And I,
Well, I mean,
I don't know if that's good, but
I don't think it's well. There's a difference, right? Like there's a difference between knowing that you each love spending time together and that you're both like quality time people, and so you spend quality time together.
yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily mean you're like codependent on one another. Like you guys can. I feel like you guys can live your lives.
Yeah.
Like if you can't see each other for whatever, it's not like you're just sitting around like, what do? I don't know how to function like that.
What do I do until you get
Was I wrong? Oh yeah. The SpongeBob.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Man, yeah. I'm like,
get back.
wait for you to get back. Yeah, that's great. All right. So spending quality time together is definitely big for you guys. What are some other things that for you guys you can highlight as like these are things that have been really good for us?
Talk through everything.
Okay, so walk me through that. So when you say talk through everything, are you saying like, is this like the don't go to bed angry method kind of thing? Like we don't ever want to just like let things linger? Or?
Yeah, just talk about like everything. Talk about your day. Talk about like whatever's bothering you.
Yeah.
You don't want to feel like you can't.
Just basically
tell
say what's
someone
on your
something.
mind.
Yeah.
So are you guys in those moments when like let's say something's bothering either one of you, right? Are you the type of who can be very blunt about that, or do you guys have to like dig and be like, what is wrong before like one of you will say
I
think
think usually it's pretty blunt.
Yeah.
you guys
You just like
both ways
you're
or like
bothering me.
oh just straight up you bother me.
Thing is, I've never really had anything like bother me.
Okay.
So
That's fair. So he's someone that you have to dig to be like, what's wrong?
No, I have to dig to make something wrong. Yeah, no.
I have to really try to make him mad at me.
No, no. It's just kind of like
That's fair. Yeah.
he's just kind of like okay.
Yeah,
So.
that's fair.
Not really
I
mad.
think that's very similar to Alana and I. Alana is like the kind of person where like if something's wrong, she's just gonna tell me, which is good because then I know what's wrong. Because if I know something's wrong, maybe this is true for you. If I know something's wrong, I can't rest until I know exactly what it is. Like I will ask 100 times in a 10-minute span. Like I'm gonna find out what's wrong.
Yeah.
Just because I need to know.
Yeah.
Not because I can necessarily fix it, but for me, it's just like the not knowing is worse than knowing what it isn't.
because
And
you
like,
just think it's the worst.
Yeah.
You think it's something else.
I'll
that's
be
like
like-
a lot worse.
What did I do?
I'll be like,
What did
she's
I do?
leaving me
Like-
for sure. Like,
Yeah.
she's
And it's like,
She's already gone.
she's packing. She's upstairs packing right now.
but if you keep talking about it, then we're like,
Leave us
I
alone.
know.
Stop.
Yeah, I
Literally
know.
stop.
And that's the tough part because
Just-
like sometimes she's like, I just need to like have space and to
I just need
work
to
through
breathe.
it. And I'm like, work through what? Like, what do we need
Yeah.
to work through? Like, let's work through it together.
You're not in
I'm
this
like,
by
are
yourself.
you gonna do my homework? No, let me
Right.
work through it.
Yeah, that's no.
I mean, sometimes.
You help me like read over my homework.
I cannot do her homework. She read me when we had to drive 14 hours here in a U-Haul to like get here from Charleston, and part of the time that we were driving, like she was doing some studying for her. She's getting a master's in speech and language pathology,
Beautiful.
and so she started reading one of her chapters out loud because I was just curious as to like what it says. I understood like 1 out of every 7 words. And I was like, I don't know what's happening right now, but never read that out loud to me again. And I was like,
I graduated. I'm not going back.
I was like, I feel so dumb right now. Like, you do your thing, go you. Not for me. Yeah. So that's.
Hit me up when you're done.
Yeah. Right. I feel like you guys have touched on something that's really important though, which is like how each other are like when you're not doing great. Because I think sometimes you fall into the trap of thinking that like it'll either just work itself out, which is horrible because then like things just fester
It just
and
gets
then
worse.
and then it just gets worse. Or B, that you think that everybody functions the same way that you do, and so you just go about things the way that you would want someone to go about it with you, which is okay if it's someone who's just like you. But if it's someone, and oftentimes in relationships, we do not, I think a lot of times we don't end up with people who are just like us. So when you try to fix everything, like for me, sometimes I just need people to like let me have space. But for some people, they don't want space. They want you to like be with them. So yeah, I think it's good. You guys are saying like you need to identify how you get through stuff, like how to get through stuff together. That's good. So knowing that you guys like to spend quality time, you guys, like you said, you talk everything out. What other little bits of wisdom do you have for all those people out there?
Sometimes we kind of have like our roles. Like I'm definitely not a good cook, but she.
Yeah, you have your things that you're good at. Okay, yeah. She's like, I got this.
Like whenever we go places, like for Halloween, we went to a pumpkin patch out by where she used to live up in Champaign, and then we visited her grandparents. And then I drove all the way back, and like I can be awake through everything, but like right whenever like I would take a shower and go to bed, I'll be out, so I'm able to stay awake for hours on hours, and she'll just sleep.
So like if you're like on a road trip, you're the guy who's like, I'll drive because I'm not gonna go to sleep, and you're like, I will not drive because we will die.
Right now I'm just like, I'm tired.
You're like, I'm just gonna take a quick
like
one.
if there's
I go to sleep right here. Have you guys ever seen that video?
I take a nap.
I take a nap right here.
I did that last night. I literally was I was on the floor like trying to lay down. Of course, it's like get up, and I'm like, I took a nap right here.
That's one of the that's a Vine. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that came out as a Vine. That was one of the goats.
The vines.
Man, yeah, that's one of my favorites. That's good though. So you kind of know, you guys are kind of figuring out like what things you are more like that you lean towards, like what things you're good at, what things you might not be good at. So he says, I'm not good at cooking. Like what? You're gonna like burn pasta? Like what? Like how? Like,
I might.
He doesn't really like pasta. You know, like he doesn't like spaghetti. Like
I
spaghetti.
do now.
He does now. He does now because of me.
I would say, do you
She
like
also
pasta?
introduces me a lot of food.
Can I tell you tell like him what you tried today? Or can
Sure,
you tell him?
What'd you try?
Hard-boiled eggs.
You've never had a hard-boiled egg before?
Yeah, and I like went to tell him, like, ask him a question about hard-boiled eggs. Like I saw a TikTok, and he was like, I've never had them. So I went into the kitchen and I made him a hard-boiled eggs.
That's good. It's good. Okay, so that's good though, because you have somebody that's like making you try stuff.
Yeah, but he's pretty picky. But like, now he's
Once you get me to try it, I'll absolutely hate it or I'll like it.
Now he loves Chipotle and Chick-fil-A.
You didn't like Chipotle or Chick-fil-A?
He never.
Or you refused to try it? Okay.
I never had Chick-fil-A because I was like, that line's all the way to the other side of town.
And it's that way for a reason.
Like,
so
it's not like, it does go by fast. Yeah. And it's not like Chick-fil-A, maybe some of you think this, I'm not a believer that Chick-fil-A is like the greatest fast food restaurant ever.
I like it though.
It's good.
I like their,
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It's good, but I think it's a little overhyped by some people. But yeah,
I'm
so
a fan.
That's fair. I'm seeing so many similarities because Alana has made me try a lot of things. But I'm not a picky eater. It was more along the lines of I grew up, my family ate a lot of like the same things. So like I meet Alana, whose family does like a lot of healthy cooking, and so she's like so like I tried asparagus for the first time with Alana. Okay, so like that was something. You do like asparagus? Okay, and like. I was always the person that like if I ordered something that had like onions and peppers on it, I would be like, no, take it off. But now I like it. Yeah. You know, like things that like she's like, have you tried it? And I'm like, well, no, I just don't know if I'm gonna like it. And she's like, well, try it. And I'm like, okay. And then I try it and then I like it.
Now he likes hot sauce too. So.
Ooh, hot sauce. That's good. I got some Frank's Red Hot in the fridge right now. So.
On eggs, yeah.
On eggs. Okay.
We went to go see Christmas lights a while back ago, and went to go to Chick-fil-A before we went.
Yeah.
And we sat in that line for what, an hour
It was
and a
an
half?
hour. Yeah, but that's because they didn't have the people outside yet. That was right when it started.
They were just doing the drive-through.
Yes, but that was right when it started getting cold. So like I don't think they had the
like the tablet
heaters.
thing. Okay.
I don't know. I said the people, the workers, but
the people.
Yeah, the blessings that
help the line go by.
Yes, but they stand outside in the cold, so they didn't have the heaters yet. So but
that's fair. Yeah, the line can be if there's not the extra workers out there. That was the
longest I've ever waited because only for breakfast is when they have like.
Meanwhile, if you go in our local Dairy Queen and there's 3 cars in front of you,
we don't talk about Dairy Queen.
We're gonna be there for a half hour. I've learned to just go inside. I just park and go inside.
spare Dairy Queen.
Here's the
Push
thing.
it to the side.
I'm still gonna go because their ice cream is good, and like I don't
Sweet
care.
Addictions.
I will wait in line. I haven't actually gone there yet. I know. Well, when
Go
I
there
got,
tonight.
yeah, we could probably do that.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
You're getting ice cream.
That's fair. We're getting ice cream.
Or shaved ice. Or they have like dessert
Shaved
and
ice.
stuff.
I'm not. I think shaved ice is a waste of money.
I ate snow earlier.
That's
so.
my.
She just went out with this tiny little bowl and just scooped
Oh,
the
you
top.
scooped up some snow. That's amazing.
She didn't just go.
I like to eat ice and like
Yeah.
like shaved ice and stuff, but
So, I like shaved ice, but especially when I would go to like, I used to always get it when I would go to like Cardinals games with my parents.
Mm-hmm.
But then I realized that it's like $7 for ice with flavor on top of it, and I'm like,
okay, but
I probably don't need.
It depends.
To
Have you
do
had
that
shaved
anymore.
ice or snow cones? Because snow cones are like rock ice, and
Oh,
then
no,
shaved
no,
ice
shaved
is like
ice.
shaved.
Yeah. Shaved ice is way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I just have a hard time spending money on it. I
It's
don't know.
not-
I would much
it's
rather
not-
get ice cream.
Yeah.
Just
I don't
personally.
think it's not that expensive at Sweet Addictions.
Yeah.
But they have like small
Like-
and they have like medium.
No,
and
I'm
like,
gonna have to go.
large.
Yeah, I'm
They
gonna
have,
have to
like,
go.
one
big-
and it's like $5.
That's amazing. I
It's
love everything about that.
You gotta
I
get
heard
her a
the
pup
door.
cup, except they don't have pup cups, so just
It's okay. She has learned. We used to
get a-
go
get a
to.
little scoop of vanilla.
Fun story. We used to go to Sonic all the time.
Love Sonic.
Whenever we lived in Charleston, because there was one like, I don't know, like 10 minutes from our house maybe. And so we would drive there, and every single time we would go there, we would always put our back window down because Bentley, who is always in the car with us,
Thriving.
just because.
She's living.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't want to say that her and Alana both get separation anxiety, but I think that they kind of do both get separation anxiety. So Bentley's always in the car with us, which is cool. She has a fun time. She likes being in the car. So we'd always roll the back window down because she wanted to see like the people that are like in the drive-through window.
Aw.
And so then the people at Sonic, every time they would see her, would without us like ordering one, would just make her a pup cup.
Oh.
And so now we're cursed to every time that we go by a fast food place, her face is like glued to the window because she's like, I want my
She's
pup
like,
cup.
my Sonic?
She's like, I came here for one reason, and that was to get food.
So sad.
Yeah, so now whenever, if we ever go somewhere, like Jimmy John's always gives her bacon whenever we go to Jimmy John's. So,
Interesting.
yeah, we'll drive through and like, can we give her bacon? And I'm like, she will love that.
Not a fan of their bacon. I used to work at Jimmy John's.
Really? You used to work at Jimmy
I
John's?
did.
Alana is a Jimmy John's fanatic.
I love
so.
Jimmy John's. But like, so they gut, random story, but they gut their bread.
Yeah.
So like, they'll pull out like the middle inside of the bread, and I'm a bread queen.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, I would set it off to the side and eat it.
That's what I
Yeah.
would do. 100%.
They
yeah.
were literally like, when I was working, they would put like stacks of bread, and I would just have like a big like pile of just like the gutted bread in the corner.
Alana is.
You know you can buy their bread, right?
I know, can you buy Dale bread?
You can buy Dale bread for 50 cents and then fresh bread for $1.
I've always wanted to do
Alana is like
Oh,
like,
it's so good.
freaking out right now because
Yeah.
she's
They and oh, I actually I don't know if I can say that. I feel like I could.
If you don't think you can.
Well, I don't know if I don't think I can, but they throw out all their bread.
Oh yeah,
At night. Yeah.
all restaurants throw out all
Yeah,
the extra
so, like,
stuff.
It's
Yeah.
up for 50 cents.
Mm-hmm. But
Right.
even their fresh bread, they'll throw out some. So like they'll have like a
Yeah.
ton, and they can't save all of it. They can save
Yeah.
some for day old bread, and then the day old bread from that day they'll have to throw out at night, and then
Right.
the new bread they'll wrap up so many, and then whatever they have left they have to throw out. So
Yeah.
then my brother worked there, and he was like kind of one of their managers, so he would bring some home, and we would have like
Just
a bag of 20, and I kid you not, I'd bring them to like when I was in junior high, and kids would take bread out and eat the bread.
I would do that
like
now.
This long
Yeah.
bread, and then just eat it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's like my dream come true.
Yeah.
To just eat bread all day.
And then,
I
like-
would do that.
Like I think my grandparents have some, and like they just like froze them in slices. Yeah,
That's amazing. Yeah, I want
It's good-
I
it's
love
good
all
bread.
of that.
just go and
Yeah.
honestly go and just ask if you can get like their bread before they close. Go at
I
like
might do that.
go 30 minutes before they close. I mean, I don't know if they
Do you guys
can
have
let
any
you know.
bread? Yeah.
Yeah, can you have
Can I excuse
The
me,
bread?
sir? Can I have some bread?
the bread that you're gonna throw
Right,
out?
right.
Just honestly, the bread that you're gonna throw out, can I have it? They might
Yeah.
tell you yes, because all they do is they put it into a trash bag. Like they don't throw it into
Yeah.
the rest of the trash. They throw it into a trash bag and then throw it out.
That's happened to me at like McDonald's here, where I've pulled up at night and been like, "Can I have an apple pie?" And they're like, "Will you take 4?"
you have all of the
yeah,
apple pies?
they're like because we need to get rid of them. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I sure, and then they'll just.
You
put
want
all the apple
7
pie.
pounds of fries too?
I mean,
I mean,
do I need 7 pounds of fries? No.
Yeah.
Would I absolutely demolish 7 pounds of fries?
I feel
Unfortunately,
like
probably
my arteries would.
they would.
hurting
Yeah,
after that.
the heartburn's worth it. You just gotta power through it.
Not for me.
All right. So
Anyways.
So yeah, no, it's okay. I like that. It's a good sidetrack.
Other side.
So we talked a little bit about the two of you together as far as like things that you guys think are important for your relationship, and I think that's good. But I think almost, if not equally as important, more important than that is to understand like who you are before you get into a relationship, because you see it all the time, especially in high school, like kids, and college too. Like you see it a lot in college. People who don't really understand themselves fully yet, they get into these relationships and they get super, by their standards, like super serious, super fast. And then they realize that they may not be exactly what they thought they were. They may not function how they thought that they did. And then that can cause a lot of problems for whatever reason. It can be you start taking things out on the other person because you don't understand that it's your problem. Or whatever. So for you guys, when you think of how things that were important for you as far as like your personal development, like things that were important for you to kind of help discover who you were, not that you're done, like you're still going to develop more, and discover more things about yourself as you go. But where you are now, what are some things that you think are important that kind of were important to shaping who you are now? Yeah. Things that you would encourage other people to like do for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't really know right now. Like, when I'm put on the spot, I can't tell you anything. But
it's okay.
It's just like...
Well, we've been friends for a couple of years, but before that, like, we've just recently started dating, so I feel like, we've grown as much as we can for now.
Yeah.
As, like, an individual person, and then, like,
Yeah.
started dating, so, like, we weren't, like, too young, we're, like, we didn't know, or, like, anything.
Yeah, we've been dating since 8th grade. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, we can also just like finish growing together, but if we need to like grow separately, like I'm not gonna stop him if he, like, for me, like I'm debating on going to like school farther away, and he's not gonna stop me, even though he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
But,
where at?
Maybe Washington DC.
Man, wow, that'd be so cool.
For Gallaudet University.
Gallaudet University. I'm not gonna pretend that I know how to do that because I don't want to be insulting.
It's a deaf college. So
okay.
Deaf university.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
But
okay.
So that's kind of what I want to do, but like.
Yeah.
So, like, we still have, like, room for growth with each other. But, like, for now, like, we've kind of, like, grown separately and then, like, came together. But we're also, like, the same person. So, we kind of are. And I, like, usually it's, like, opposites attract. But, like, we are literally the same person.
Yeah. No, that's okay. Like, relationships exist all across the board, right? Like, you're going to have everything. But I think, so, something I will say, maybe this will, like, kickstart it a little bit, is, like, I think knowing what your strengths and weaknesses are, like before you have somebody else trying to help take care of you is like really important, because if I didn't know how I calm down like when I get stressed out, or if I didn't know how I calm down when I get angry, it's going to end up hurting the person that I'm with, because then they're going to be like, well, I tried and you just got angry with me, so like little things like that, like trying to figure out like what are things that I'm good at. What are, like, I'm a very patient person, but when my patience runs out, which is it's pretty rare, but when my patience runs out, like, I need space. Like, that's how, like, I just need to like be alone to like play video games for an hour, and like I'll be better. It's like little things like that.
I think just like knowing each other, just like kind of like what you said, because like I have anxiety, so like Carson's like, do you need anything? Like, are you okay? Like sometimes he'll just be like, how was your anxiety today? And I'm like, I'm thriving. Yeah. So I think it's kind of just knowing each other as well. Yeah,
for sure. Are there, so like, I know that I didn't really get to see you guys go through youth group, but I kind of got the tail end, like you guys will still stop by every once in a while. Yeah. Even though neither of you are high schoolers anymore, because you graduated early. You're so special. Oh you did so great. Yeah. But so for you guys, like when you think about your time, like going through youth group, were there things that you took from that you're like, this was good for me? Like I needed this.
We met through youth group, so.
Well, yeah. So your relationship is like thanks to youth group. Okay. Yeah.
Thanks, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Give it to God.
Thanks for the relationship, Jesus.
Like, I think going on like all the trips and stuff, like the mystery vans, the ski trip.
Yeah.
all
Give you
that
time
stuff.
To bond.
What?
Give you time to like bond.
Yeah,
with
Mm.
like
everyone.
because on the ski trip, like you stay in the night somewhere, and like you all are, and especially lock-ins, because everybody stays up in lock-ins.
The
So that
lock-in
gives
was
you.
fun. We did a
gives you-
lock-in.
Besides Thomas.
Thomas
Dang,
went to bed
Thomas.
early,
Thomas
been
did
like
go to bed
9.
early.
He's like, don't talk to me.
and then he woke up and was like, I want to go home.
We're like, Thomas, you cannot
He
leave.
did try to leave. That's right.
I was me.
He woke up mad at me,
Yes.
and then he woke up like 2 hours. Hey guys, sorry for the weird cut. I know this is awkward, but my phone ran out of storage while we were recording, and so we kind of had to fix that. So I just wanted to make a note in here for you guys. But you don't miss anything. We will recap anything we might have talked about before we realized that the recording had stopped. So yeah, and if you're Thomas, I know you were kind of catching some stray bullets out there. So I'm sorry for that, but also the video ending does you a favor because we did not stop there. So for everybody out there watching, sorry about the weird interruption. And if you're Thomas, you're welcome because it could have gotten worse. So yeah. All right, back to the video. Thanks, guys. And we're back. Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! All right, sorry. We had some weird stuff happen and we fixed it. But anyway, so when my camera died, I just wanted everyone to know the only thing that you missed is that we learned that they are lizard
We're
people.
not lizard people.
You're lizard people.
Not lizard people.
What is your thing that you guys like to do?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about again?
Huh?
Oh, we're just going to pretend like that didn't happen. Okay.
I think they mean those two are.
So you don't randomly stick your tongue out at each other?
What did
Well,
we do
we
again?
don't go like. We're just like.
That looks more lizardy than the first thing. All right, so yes, they're lizard
You know how
people.
like you see like your significant other and you're just like, or you're like I know that you two have something where you're just like. You got a looker. You have to have a look or
Trying to
something.
think.
You don't-
Trying to
he's
think.
You
sweating right
don't
now.
even have a look or anything.
Gosh. Oh, it's
Is it that?
it's the-
Is it where you're just like?
It's when she looks at you and you're just
know.
like, did I do something wrong?
I don't know if she has that either.
She's giving
I'm
me
trying
that
to
look.
Doing their cute little lizard thing. I was like, oh, good thing I don't have anything.
It's just like if you see them in public, you can't just be like, oh my gosh, hey, like give them a hug or something. You like if like one of us is at work, we can just go like. I don't know
Because
why.
you're lizard people. That's why.
I guess
okay,
so.
anyway.
I don't know.
All right, so,
I'm so confused.
before we wrap, I know we need to figure
There
it
you
out.
go.
Are we boring?
We have a handshake too. I mean,
Are we
that's
boring? All right, you have a handshake too?
Yeah,
Wow.
we have to-
We have our
yeah.
wedding handshake.
There
that
you
we
go.
So.
Beautiful.
All right,
See?
so.
You got it.
All right.
You're
Well,
fine.
before we wrap up, first of all, I'm having a lot of fun with you guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Anyway, Alana, are we still rolling? Are we doing good?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So
Rolling.
we have 2 things left to do. One of which is we're going to do some rapid fire questions. Okay. So I'm going to ask you questions, and your job is to answer them as quickly as possible. Try not to think about it too much. And again, there are no wrong answers. There may be weird answers, but there are no wrong answers. Okay. So.
That. She's snacking. Oh my gosh.
Alana. Bentley, you getting some treats. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, so question number 1. Are you guys ready?
See.
All right, now the real question number 1 is what is your favorite brand right now?
H&M.
Don't have one.
I
wear
love the
whatever.
H&M answer.
Thank you.
I wear whatever.
You don't have like a go-to? Like if you could go to
No.
any store, what would you pick?
H&M and Tatcha.
Nothing.
I've never heard of the second one.
I will just go into a store and be like, this looks comfortable, and I'll get it.
Well, you like
Oh.
we had a fashion show in H&M.
Yeah.
And he can wear skinny jeans and turtlenecks, and
Look
like
at you.
and like the little like a little hat.
Anytime we go to
Yeah.
H&M and I'm with her, she'll like just pick out clothes and
But he wants to. I don't make him.
All right, so we're just going to say H&M for both of you
Yeah,
then,
me
because it
too.
sounds like that's what's happening. All right, number 2, if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
fly.
I have no idea.
Just so I can just not have to
How fast would you want to be able to fly?
supersonic flight.
Okay, so just like
Just so I can
anywhere,
beat
like,
it
immediately.
if her
Yeah,
causes-
okay.
So like just so
Like-
I can
He's
see
like,
you.
I want to,
Lickety
especially if you.
Especially if she goes to Galahad.
I was just
I'll be
gonna
there,
say.
like- she's like,
All
she
right.
needs me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm here before you can
Okay,
even
so
finish.
flying.
I have no idea. All of them. Yes.
Super speed.
Just be a wizard.
Just get like Jack's powers.
You want to be a wizard?
Yeah,
So you
I
just
want
want to be
all.
able to have like magic. Like you want to be like
Yeah.
Doctor Strange. Like,
yeah,
that's what
I just
you
want to
want.
have them all. Just like
Okay, that's good. Number 3, your dream vacation spot.
Venice, Italy.
I'd probably go with Australia.
I those are literally the 2 places that I really want to go to.
Yeah.
So we talked about like Greece and like Venice and Rome, and then like going to Australia.
I've been
They have a
dreaming-
lot of big spiders and snakes in Australia. That's
They
the only.
do.
It's the only thing that.
The webs on their trees. My mom's friend has.
They're huge.
My mom has a friend there, and they're just like.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah.
Alana would not do well. Number 4. If you could be best friends with any celebrity, who would it be?
I really don't know. I don't have any celebrities that I would want to be friends with.
Probably like a YouTuber or something.
Which one?
Yes.
Hers is
Who's your
David
favorite?
Dobrik.
I like David Dobrik. I don't know. I like a lot of YouTubers.
No, I want to be best friends with Ryan Reynolds.
With Ryan Reynolds? That's a great.
Ryan
That's a great
Reynolds.
answer.
Tom
Yeah.
Holland.
Tom Holland.
Zendaya.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, you want to be friends with Deadpool. That's the only.
It's true. It's Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan
yeah.
Reynolds.
Okay.
He's the
I've
coolest
never
guy on the
seen
planet. So.
I don't know. There's probably.
I feel like most of his lines.
John
are
Stamos.
John Stamos.
We love him.
Okay, I like that. That's a good one. All right, number 5. If you could be a professional at anything, what would you want to be a professional at?
Singing.
Singing. Great. Okay.
I don't have anything on that one. Wrestling.
Wrestling. All right. You talking
Or
about like
football.
WWE?
Or
Like you
football.
want to be like?
Yeah, I'll do WWE.
You want to be like in the WWE?
We'll talk
That's
later.
sweet.
or
Yeah.
football.
We'll
I
talk
don't really
later
know.
about you turning that.
I
He's
don't know.
he's the
I have
next.
nothing.
You're the next Roman Reigns. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I have-
Whatever
What are you
whatever
getting
that
at?
means.
What are you getting?
All right. So number 6. Who was your favorite teacher during your time at HHS?
Mrs. Powell.
Wow, that was so fast.
If,
Okay.
Have you met?
I don't think I
you
have.
met? Oh my gosh.
Okay, tell us about Mrs. Powell.
Angel, you literally have no other word to describe that woman. If Mrs. Powell is watching this,
Right in the camera. Let her know.
we love you. Anyone would like take a bullet for that woman. Sweetest soul you will ever
Wow.
meet.
What does she teach?
English.
Okay, English.
But it's not like because of the way she teaches.
No,
She
she's
is
just a cool person. Yeah.
She is just so genuine. Like
Yeah.
a kid could be rude to her and she could literally just be like, "Okay, my friend, like I'm sorry you feel that way. Like we're going to fix it, okay?" Like does not
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter at all.
She sounds like cool people.
Oh my goodness.
It's the superintendent's wife.
Yes, but like
Okay.
I'm sure there's other teachers like I like Mrs. Lemons. Mrs. Lemons also, but like
She's been an answer for some
yes,
people in the
Mrs.
past
Lemons
too.
and Mrs. Powell, but like they are both angels.
Yeah.
But like you can ask literally any teacher at like HHS or just in the school district if
Yeah.
they know her, they will tell you that Mrs. Powell is
Wow.
the nicest.
Shout out Mrs. Powell.
Honestly.
You're really making an impression. I mean, these are former students,
This-
and they're like,
yes.
she is the best.
The
There was
soccer
there was
team?
no
Oh.
hesitation. Like you guys
No,
immediately
we
were
both were-
like,
This is her last year too, so
oh
Yeah.
a
man,
lot of
okay,
people aren't gonna get it.
Yeah.
wow. All those poor people that aren't gonna have Mrs. Powell.
I'm
What's the
sure-
point of
I'm
even
sure she'll
going
be-
to high school?
Honestly, I'm sure she'll be around. But like I was upset because like I wouldn't have her. Like I
Yeah.
went to high school, but like when she was there, like
Yeah.
I just didn't have her in class. But I had like readers response my last semester of high school,
Wow.
so I got her.
All
But
right, Mrs. Powell, shout out.
honestly,
You're
I
the
will
best.
email
I don't
this
know who
video
you are
to
yet,
her and
but
be like,
you're cool.
skip to this time.
Yeah. All right, so number 7, who's your favorite musician or artist right now, and your favorite song by them?
Mine's definitely still Nickelback.
No, we have
okay,
to
we're
pick a
doing the.
song.
You were
we
gonna
don't
say
talk
Nickelback?
Yeah.
I love that. I love
Are we
that
The
you
gonna-
were about
pro
to say
bonding messed up our
Nickelback.
singing.
Are we gonna say we don't talk about?
Yeah,
it?
that's our song right now. Is we don't talk
Oh,
about
we don't talk
That's
about
stuck
Bruno?
in my head.
Oh.
We literally just watched Encanto for the second time
24/7.
yesterday.
We.
It's
It's the 7-foot frame part. Too.
7-foot
frame.
frame.
So long as. It's just that part is amazing.
the slight cringe, but
Yeah,
amazing.
that's gonna be cringe.
No, that's great
It's
though.
awesome.
Awesome.
We love that song.
I don't know about a band though.
What?
I don't know about a band for me though.
Nickelback's forever gonna be.
I love that.
Is yours
so
the
much
Dead
that
South?
you
It's
said
funny.
that.
Yours the Dead South?
Stop.
Is yours what?
My mom really likes this band, and she was like, "Is this your favorite band?" And I'm like, "No, but they're good."
We went to the concert on Sunday. for
Yeah,
that band.
Sunday
Oh,
night.
what
we
are they
went to a
called?
concert. The Dead South. They're pretty
The Dead
good. They
South.
like play like the banjo. They're from Canada.
Oh, cool.
They're really
Kind of
good.
like bluegrassy.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
cool. Very cool.
Exactly. But
Yeah, that's cool stuff.
I don't know.
All
I
right.
don't know what my favorite
Number
is.
8. What's your biggest fear?
Death.
Yeah.
Immediately.
This just got really intense.
Hey,
Listen, that's
that's
fair.
it. That's
All
it.
right, that's okay.
Spiders, bugs, anything. I like bugs.
I
but,
just
like,
don't want to die. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fair.
terrified.
I think that's a very valid thing to say.
And it's nothing about I believe in heaven and everything. It's just like the thought. Oh,
The thought of dying is still scary. You know, that's okay. All right, number 9. You get to go to dinner with anybody dead or alive. Who do you go to dinner with?
oh my gosh, Betty White. No, I miss her.
Betty White,
Betty
R.I.P.
Blanco. No, I don't
I
know.
really have no clue, honestly. Depends.
Oh, my goodness.
Hers, it's forever gonna be her. I always want to go with her, but
Huh. Play the little aww.
Aww.
I don't
So
really
adorable.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Probably like, I don't know, like David Dobrik, Billie Eilish or something.
All right, yeah,
Somebody
that's
famous,
good.
Like, that can
Yeah,
like
somebody that you would think is
kickstart a career
Ryan
and,
Reynolds.
like,
You could say
be
Ryan
besties.
Reynolds and go to dinner with him. You could go to dinner with the lead singer of Nickelback if you wanted
Yeah.
to. Yeah, buddy. All right. And then
Yeah.
number 10, you're trapped on a desert island. You only get to have 3 things. What are you bringing?
Carson, food, and like water.
Okay. What you're surrounded by water, so you're saying like
Salt water?
yeah.
Salt water?
You can boil it.
People
Okay,
so
but-
people have said in the past they've said like a water purifier.
Yeah, like a
So then
water
you could,
straw
like-
maybe.
yeah, like
a water
filtration.
straw.
Yeah.
And then just some sort of food. I'll figure out a fire later.
Okay.
And then I'll be bored.
So Carson food and then something to make water drinkable.
Yeah.
All right. What about you?
Since we're gonna be on the same desert island, and she already brought the food.
That's true. You get to have
What the
you get to
heck?
have 3
This
frivolous
better,
things.
this better help me too.
He's gonna be like all the Star Wars movies.
Every single comic.
No, I'll bring us a TV so we can watch TV.
Okay,
Okay.
but how you can watch TV?
No,
with
no,
that?
we'll
Okay.
just it's like satellite.
Okay.
We'll just say it works.
That's
okay.
a fancy island.
I'll live from my island if we get
You get
this
you.
I'll make sure we have Disney Plus and all that stuff.
Goodness.
Like,
So
I'll bring
you
my
bring
Roku.
your
TV.
Bring your Roku.
Your Roku. That's a good.
Does your
that's
Roku
a
come
good
with your TV though?
Yeah,
You
it's
have
built
a-
in.
you have a
Ro-
Roku
my
TV.
Roku is.
It can be built in.
There
so
you
that's
go.
fair. Okay, so
You have 2 more.
yeah,
You're thriving.
make them good. I still don't see the benefit to
I already got all. It's just
That's all you
Reese's
want. You're
peanut
like
butter cups and endless supply for him.
an endless supply of Reese's.
okay.
I eat those nonstop.
He does.
Like if they're out in front of me, I'll eat.
Is there like you could say like a lighter? I mean, like you don't have
I
anything to
don't
make
know.
fire yet.
Yeah.
It just would.
Or if you really wanted to max out on the comfy side, you could say a couch. Be like,
Why get a couch when you get a bed though?
Bring.
what about a pull-out
No,
couch that
I
also
bring,
turns into a
I
bed?
bring the camper.
Just a
You bring-
just a
you'd bring a
desert
camper. Yeah, there you
island
go,
and then
bring
a
a
big
camper.
camper. On
And you
the-
have everything.
Okay,
And you have like a
so we
home.
are
So we have our
glamping.
own
We're
shelter.
glamping on a desert
Yeah.
island at this point.
Then you have
All right, so they've
Camper?
basically figured out a way to stay alive forever. They're probably not going to
Heck
ever
yeah.
want to leave the island,
Eh.
especially if you find like an animal companion. You know, like somebody to like hang
a
out with.
manatee.
Sure, yeah, a sea cow.
I love manatees.
we're all for the manatees over here at the
Yeah.
Youth Experience
You
podcast.
just
So,
pet them nicely.
yeah, save
They just-
the manatees. You know,
They're not actually the kind of bark.
they're not anymore. I don't think.
I don't know.
Well,
they might be.
I don't
but
know. Either way,
that
save
because
them,
they
you
just float and then boats.
Why
will go
wait
where
until
they
they're
live.
endangered to say save the manatees?
Honestly,
you know, like
though,
let's
they're
just
all-
save
Yeah.
them now.
They're off the endangered.
All right,
Yeah.
they're off the list, and we're gonna keep it that way.
The heck yeah, we are.
Save the sea cows.
Stay away. Get your boat away from my little sea cows.
Yeah, get
My
the
little-
prop
my
out of the
little
water,
sea
everybody.
cows.
All right, perfect. Well, you guys did great on those answers. Last thing that we have to do before we end this together, I want you guys to give a shout out to someone or something that you think deserves a shout out.
There's my shout out.
Your shout out is to
My
Carson.
shout out is to Carson
Why is your shout out to Carson?
because he's Carson.
That's
We do everything together.
all
I
right.
don't know. Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Just
fair.
my companion. It's like you bring your dog everywhere with you. It's like
Wow.
I bring
A
Carson
shout out
everywhere.
to each other. You guys really are a couple.
probably.
Look at you guys go. Well, shout out to Black Rabbit for
What about
providing the drinks for today. We really appreciate it, you
I
guys.
didn't work today, but
Yeah.
shout out.
Yeah, we love you guys.
You
Well,
did
cool.
work today.
Shout out to whoever makes the chai.
Yeah. Whoever that person is.
They're
That's
doing a
that's
good
what I
job.
order every time I
Yeah.
go there
They
because
were
it's
made
so good.
Anonymous,
Yeah.
just so they don't try to.
Best chai in the country.
Yeah. Come
Black
fly
Rabbit
all the
here
way
in
down to
Hillsboro.
Hillsboro, Illinois.
Just
It
show up.
stops. She's like, ah. Stop at
Um,
the same time.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on the show.
Thank
I feel
you.
like thank you. I had so much fun talking to you guys. I feel like you guys had some really good wisdom for the people out there that are listening.
Boys have cooties.
Boys have cooties, so do
Always.
girls. Just keep them
Yep.
separate all the time.
Honestly.
Like, well, from youth group from now on, girls on one side, guys on the other.
Oh my gosh.
Don't
That'll probably
even
be worse. than
don't even
Wilson.
think about like breathing the same air as me from this point on. You have cooties. Yeah. So yeah, but seriously, thank
We're
you
like
guys. It was so
children.
much fun. I had so much fun with you guys on the podcast. We'll definitely have to have you guys back on at some point. But yeah, man, that's all we have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys spending some time with us. And if you're ever thinking to yourself, what podcast do I want to listen to? All you have to say is,
Yep.
Yep.
See you guys.